How do you encourage plant collaboration with supervisors? I'm Greg Schenkel, President of Unique Training and Development and Frontline Leadership Systems, and today we've got to look at how we can get people working better together to drive exceptional operating performance. The myth we have in many of the clients is that we've tried collaboration. It just doesn't work. These team building things are a waste of time. Well, statistics show that 75% of employees rated collaboration as very important, and 86% of executives said that collaboration really makes the difference between low, mid, and high performance. So it's not something that we can really ignore. Now, one of our clients was having a very typical problem. They had silos in their organization. Now, silos are, of course, these walls that we build up between manufacturing and maintenance, or between manufacturing and the front office. And the problem is that these invisible walls that form really keep people from wanting to work together to drive performance. So in the one company, the managers themselves were very competitive and they always wanted to outdo each other. So as a result, they sent the message that says it's us versus them. So what we did is we did a series of workshops and improved overall leadership skills, and also specifically addressed this issue of collaboration with some of our workshops. And what they noticed is groups started to kind of put down their weapons, so to speak, and started to have conversations with one another about, hey, it would really be helpful if you could do this for us. That would really help us improve our performance. And the other group said, hey, you know what? If you guys made this little change, that would make our jobs a lot easier in terms of meeting our requirements. So these conversations can occur when you create an environment of collaboration. Now, here's a few tips to increase the plant collaboration using your supervisors to be more effective. Number one is collaborate by example. As I mentioned in the story, that when people see that the managers are collaborating and they're not competing with one another based on operating metrics, they'll start to get the message that, oh, maybe we are actually part of one big team. After all, the only check that really matters is the one that the customer sends after a successful product has been shipped and received. The second thing to look at is to set common goals. Now, again, each department tends to have their own metrics and goals and KPIs, key performance indicators, but what's the overarching goal? And can we keep that front and center? We know that we're still going to measure all the different components that go into that overall goal, but we need to make sure that we're not overemphasizing the differences between shifts or locations, and instead look at these common overall goals that we need. Third is to identify collaborative projects. Nothing makes people pull together when they do common work together. And that means you need to identify some Kaizen or continuous improvement projects that require people from different disciplines to come together and come up with solutions that can affect the overall performance of the organization. So after you've finished encouraging plant collaboration with supervisors, you're going to find that you want to work on some of the other leadership skills that will drive organizational excellence. And our Frontline Leadership Program is an excellent way of doing that. Now, that can be delivered in person on site or through the virtual training studio, and we do that in English, Spanish, and French. Everything starts with a conversation, and that means you should really visit our website at uniquedevelopment.com, and that way we can start to map out how to get your leadership team to achieve its best ever results.